So I don't know if this is going through. I've tried doing the previews a few times and there's no audio. So I can only hope that the audio is being picked up and that it is loud, as I do have a new microphone. And so hopefully the two will kind of work together to get this to go through right. So it's nearing the end of Valentine's Day, and as much as I hate it, I know it's a very commercial holiday. So, I mean, that being said, is one of the main reasons I absolutely hate it. I mean, growing up, you were always like, who got the most amount of Valentine's cards, and which ones were homemade, which ones from your crush, and which ones were too small, and things like this. And I mean, unless I had, like, we were required by teachers to give one to everybody. I mean, I never really got that many, and I mean, I don't really care because it's like a dollar store card, and it was never very much. The ones I did get from meant a lot to me because I mean, those are the ones that kind of mean something because they've went out of their way and they were the only ones to give it to you. This year I didn't get anything. I mean, unless you count, the welcome home, I love you from my fiance. The fact that he even stayed up after, because I mean, he's usually in bed by the time I get home from work, and I've got like 10-hour shifts, so I don't see him in the morning, and I don't usually see him when I get home unless he stays up. So I mean, that was kind of nice, and actually my grandfather gave me a Lunchable, which surprisingly enough was actually really exciting for me because I haven't had those things in like ever. Like those little snack Lunchable things where they've got like the cracker, the cheese, some kind of meat, and the chocolate bar or something, right? So I mean, it really did, like, the fact that he got it. And I mean, the thing you have to understand is I haven't spoken to my grandfather in 2 years. And growing up, the Father's Day gifts and things like that, I never had a father. So, I mean, it was always my grandfather, my great grandfather. And, so yeah, he was my father growing up. For the record, because I know this is probably going to be asked by the minor people who have seen it, who watch these videos, yes, that is a stocking, and yes, that is a Christmas tree. The way I see it, I mean, if people want to call it a holiday tree, why can't it stay up? I mean, Valentine's Day is a holiday, Family Day is a holiday, you got Easter, you got St. Patrick's Day, what else is there? I mean, you got Halloween, like, I mean, there's so many holidays. So, you know what? If you want to call it a holiday tree, I'm going to keep my holiday tree up and I'm going to celebrate the holidays with it. I'll decorate it with like bats for Halloween, and I'll decorate it up for Christmas accordingly, and little hearts for Valentine's Day, and little Easter eggs and bunnies for Easter. So yeah, I really don't care. I'm working 3 jobs. One's part-time, one's full-time, and one's a self-business and all my spare time has to go to. So I have no life. I have no time for that. Which is half the reason I haven't been on, and that's why I'm making this commitment to come on and wish everyone a happy Valentine's Day for those that do celebrate it. Anybody who did get something, if you want to leave a comment about what you got, or even a video response and show us all what you have. The people that celebrate it, or the spouses that want it, can maybe get ideas for next year. It's always a helpful hand. I mean, myself personally, I was never a big one for chocolates. They melt, they may not taste the greatest, and I mean, it's something you can get year round. Flowers, they're nice, they're sentimental, but they die. I mean, it's one of those, I love you, here's some roses, they represent my love, and in a week they're gone and dead and wilted, and you're like, well, is that gonna state that our love is gonna die? Like, think about this for a second. So yeah, however, you do get the odd ones, and I think this was stolen now severely just because of the internet, where they put the fake one in, and it's, I'll love you until the last one dies, but the last one will never die, which is nice, but not original anymore. Yeah, I'm very much the one. I like originality. I like something that's gonna mean something, not something you can go to the store and buy any day. So maybe I've got high-end hopes, or it's possible that I just, maybe I'm biased and I've just never had a decent Valentine's. I've never gotten anything for Valentine's, beyond the cards you get from like kindergarten to grade. Well, when do they stop that? 6? 5? So I mean, it could be that. But either way, I've never been big on it. That's not to say I don't celebrate it, and I don't enjoy those that do celebrate it. I like hearing how people are able to celebrate their love or their romance, which should be done every day. But for those ones that aren't, Valentine's is a special day for them. But I don't understand the people that are like, I hate Valentine's Day, I hate Valentine's Day. And then they get a spouse and it's like, oh, I love Valentine's Day. Like, just because you have a significant other doesn't mean that your opinion should change about something. And I mean, I've got a few people who are related to me that are like that, and I've got friends that are like that, and it bothers me. I mean, if it's going to change based on your other, then you either like it or you don't. There's no in between. It's not I like it if I've got someone to spend it with. Because that's to say, like, you hate Christmas unless you're seeing your family, or you hate Christmas unless you're not seeing your family, but you have to, right? I don't know. Holidays, I hate them. I do. I have one holiday that I absolutely love, and I'll probably forever love it, just because it's the time that you can be different, the time that you don't get judged. People can be like themselves without being who they actually are. They can dress up. They can be somebody different. They could be themselves completely, and nobody thinks anything of it. And if you haven't clued in yet, it's Halloween. Halloween is my favorite. You've got, bats, you've got skulls, you've got vampires, you've got darkness, you've got death, you've got, all this stuff. You've got people, you've got little kids that are going around, these cute little angels and princesses. You get free candy, which is always a bonus. And then after that, you have all this candy on sale, like it's the end of the year, and it's going to go stale, and they have to get rid of it. So, yes, Halloween, love. The rest of them, I could do without. What about you? What's your favorite, holiday? Would you be leaving your tree up if you lived by yourself? Just what's your opinion on all of this? Because I know it's one of those conversations that get very intimate and very into things, and it's like, it's one way or the other, it's this or it's that. But I'm seeing that it's getting on 10 minutes. I don't have an editing program right now, and this webcam is crap. So that being said, I am gonna go. I hope to have some comments or video responses. If you'd like, subscribe. But definitely tell me what's your favorite holiday. What did you do for Valentine's Day? And yeah, I'll talk to y'all next time. Bye.